Hello, I hope everyone is doing well today. So, anyways, I've seen a lot of talk lately about, the word performative, which, for anyone who's completely out of the loop, doesn't know, it's basically when a person only does things or sort of posts certain things, specifically when it comes to posting on social media, only done in a way that is strategically done to make them look like a good person. They're not posting it because they might even believe what they're posting. At the end of the day, it's just, oh wow, I can make myself look so cool, so I'm gonna do it, yay. But here's the thing. Instagram is inherently designed to be a performative app. Especially considering this, okay? People who use, when you use TikTok, a lot of people use TikTok and stuff like that, or Twitter, or whatever, especially Twitter. Like, the app's sort of, like, it's more encouraged to be anonymous, and, you're not really seeing it. Here's the thing. Instagram, most people, you just have a profile that is your first name and your last name, and therefore, everything that you post is a reflect, like, it is like, you can be like, okay, Ben, like, if I go on my anonymous fucking Twitter account and I post something, no one's gonna know that was even Ben struggling. Obviously, I'm not a fucking horrible person, so I don't say horrible things on Twitter, but, for the most part. But, Instagram, everything it's you. Like, when you're posting it, you think, like, okay, like, if you're gonna get judged by a person, like, they will say, this is you posting it. Like, it is you anyways. So, honestly, it is gotta be true, because here's the thing. The meanest girl you know from high school, like, I don't know who we care, I don't know who that is, she will post things, and if you didn't know who she was, you came across the profile, you would think that she is truly the nicest person ever. Now, to be clear, there's a lot of great women out there who convey the image to success, who actually, can truly convey the image that, and who actually do a good job actually being the person that they post. But I will say this, and honestly, I gotta give a compliment. This is a compliment to the female gender who has, as a whole, mastered the art of performativeness. Because I would say this, you truly have no idea. Like, I will say this, you truly have no idea what a girl is like from social media. Because, like I said, bro, it's supposed to give off, people sometimes give off vibes, but, like, you have no idea. Because I will say, like, the profiles tend to kind of look the same. And I will say this, personally, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of it. When I post my Instagram stories, I don't give a single fuck about performance. Like, here's the thing, I will say this, I've said this before, okay? It is not possible. It doesn't matter how kind you are, how cool you are. Cool is a subjective word. But it doesn't matter who you are. There will be people who will not like you. There will be people who will hate. There will be people who will try to bring you down. So instead of trying to, like, please everyone, I used to be a people pleaser. That was a pain I had. But, just be yourself. And like I said, I've said this before. I'm going to keep on saying it. Just fucking be yourself. Like I said, bro, who the fuck cares? Like, especially if you're young, like when you're young and you're like in your early 20s, a lot of people will not be able to bring themselves up. So they will just focus on bringing you down. And when I say this, you gotta give them the middle finger and be like, hey, bro, worry about your damn self. Now, also, I will say, it's on a real note, as a Christian, I will say performative Christianity is a serious thing. And I will say this, I do not give a flying fuck how many times you repost a Bible verse on your story. Like, yeah, okay, great, okay, don't get me wrong, I'm all for spreading the gospel, to be clear, and that's why I'm talking about it. But it seems to me, and this especially applies to people who are sort of raised, it applies to everyone actually, but it seems like a lot of y'all only post that because you either like the aesthetic, you like that part of Christianity where you can post Bible verses and people instantly assume that you're a Christian or you're a follower of Jesus, and then therefore you get privileged because of that, because that's a thing that gets respected by society. Personally, I'm friends with people who are fellow Christians. I'm friends with people who are non-believers, and at the end of the day, the superiority complex that some of y'all have, and I say we have, needs to go away. Because when you see a non-believer who sees the meanest and most judgmental person that they know posting about God, they're not exactly drawn to become a Christian. And I will say this, it seems to me, I will say this from people who I personally know, a lot of y'all do not actually give a fuck about Jesus. Like, I will say this, even if you call yourself a Christian, a lot of y'all don't actually care. Here's the thing, a lot of y'all are only interested in, because here's the thing, if you post about God, it therefore allows you to not feel bad about your own sins, and also it allows you to easily tear down the other sins of other people, because you can say, haha, I'm a Christian, I'm superior to you, therefore I'm gonna make fun of you, and haha, it's just horrible. And at the end of the day, I don't really post about it very much, because I know I struggle with my own sins. I know if I start posting about God on Instagram, like, frequently, like, I'm talking like Connor Eskin levels, or just constantly, if you know who Connor Eskin is, I want to say, holy fuck, this dude pisses me off so much. I have to say, I'm embarrassed that he's a part of Nebraska. But like, if you're post that level, like, I would do that, I would get criticized a ton, because I have things I struggle with. So I'm not gonna sit around and that's why I'm not really, there's certain aspects of Christianity, like I said, calling people out is actually not unchristian. I didn't notice that people too. Like, I will say this, love thy neighbor is actually not the only Bible verse in the Bible, although some people do seem to think that for some reason. With that being said, I'm much more focused on my own self. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and just fucking tear people down because of their own sins, when, at the end of the day, this is not right. And especially here's the thing, I primarily call people out for the sins if I know that they're actually a Christian. Because a person who's not a non-believer, you think they want to sit here and hear some talk from a self-righteous Christian who thinks that they're a better person? No, they absolutely don't. And I'll tell you that, I used to not be a Christian, so I can testify to that too. That was a big thing that stopped me from coming to the faith. So my thing to this is just stop. Like, unless you really know you have your life together and you actually have true change, please stop posting about God unless you actually mean what you say. I can't take the performatism. Like I said, Instagram is just such a performative app, and I do not give a fuck what image you're portraying. I care about your actions, okay? Actions speak louder than words, and that's all I got for today. Hope everyone's doing well. Have a nice day.